good news is the building has about 4.3 million square feet of space. So we have a little bit to go. So about 2,000 people a day come, entrepreneurs, about 20,000 people a month come to our events and educational activities. This year we do 1,000 events. This is one, so we have 999 left. And about 350 educational workshops, technology workshops. All the major universities are part of our ecosystem here, physically represented. Dozens of schools of our own, code, design, UI, UX. We'll train 500 post-college students. This year we'll hire 400 of them ourselves. We have 2 full-time recruiters that do nothing but move talent around and recruit talent for our companies as they continue to grow. People ask me all the time, have we kicked anybody out? Because their ideas suck, or maybe we call it their baby or something. But here's what's amazing, they don't leave. Their idea may not be great, but this is how they want to spend their life. So it's Hotel California, they can check in. They never didn't know that coming in, but now they know that. So they stay, and we use them to bolster other businesses and to get very excited. So because of the proximity, because of everything that goes on, that's much more possible than we would expect. We have an extensive mentoring program, which actually has now more than 900 mentors. These are volunteers from every industry you can imagine. It's a complete win-win because they get to see in their industry what's coming down the pipe, and the young companies get to talk to knowledgeable people who are customers and clients and investors. It's very exciting. 7,000 hours of one-on-one coaching this year for our companies, far in excess of what would go on, even a major university. And then 6 or 7 venture funds that invest in our companies. They're all resident here, early stage venture funds. We have incubators and innovation spaces that are now vertical. So instead of just 500 random companies, we might have 40 in ed tech and fintech and retail and Internet of Things and food and real estate, all these different areas. And the lateral learning is amazing. It's really how much you learn from each other and how much these technologies jump from industry to industry. And then we are international, so about 13 countries send folks here to work with us. They might come for 3 or 4 weeks to learn how to enter the U.S. market. Our pitch is don't go to the coast, there's no customers that have come here. And that's worked out pretty well. If you go to the valley, there's no customers in the valley. So that's worked out well. We're all B2B, we're all focused on business to grow companies and fold them into the 30 or 40 major corporations that have headquarters here in Chicago. And B2B also means that we have no pet peeves. It's heartbreaking. I feel the dogs and cats are entitled to a social life, but we're much more focused on what can be appended and add to what we're building here, because that keeps the jobs here, it keeps the people here, and it sort of replenishes the ecosystem. And then lastly, we focus on a great deal of innovation where we work with big companies to help them understand what's going on in terms of innovation and disruption. And that's been very interesting, in part because they all come in and say they have a unique story, and of course we try to not laugh at that because it's the same story. And the story has 5 parts, and it's really interesting. Number 1 is, gee, we're not doing enough internal idea generation ourselves. Number 2 is we can't hire these talented kids, they won't come work for us. They'll work in spurts, but they won't work for us for years. Number 3 is the people that built it refuse to throw it away before we need new solutions. Number 4, you do things in months, we do things in years. Years doesn't work anymore. And the 5th is domain expertise. They're scared to death that their 50-year-old will get run over or leave, and all of that institutional wisdom is not, there's no system for capturing. So we build those kinds of programs. So that's the story. We're self-sustaining, no money from the city, no money from the state. When we started, we got a construction grant. We've since repaid all of that. So that's what we do. So just in 2 seconds or less, any questions? Otherwise, I get out of here and let you get going.
How do you get your funding?
We're self-sustaining, so everybody pays. So the venture guys pay a lot, the startups pay a little, and it's designed to be self-sustaining. Yes, ma'am.
Was this always the mission, or did you start out doing something different in the business when you were growing?
No, I think the first year there was no idea of what whether it was going to work. So it was an experiment, and it was also a place for the community to come together. Post the first year, we've had to work on making it a business, making it sustainable, making it grow, and so now it's become much more of a whole set of solutions. But it's never about the real estate, but it's also very amazing to have this kind of proximity to hundreds and hundreds of people that are going through the same process. And we do. That's the last thing I'll say is that we have kids for sure. But we have career changers, we have serial entrepreneurs who say, why would I go rent space until I know if my new idea is going to work? And then we have this last group that's really exciting, and that's people with domain expertise and no technology, and we marry them to young technologists. So we have an ophthalmologist who for 5 years has been trying to jam his practice into Salesforce, and Salesforce is not for ophthalmologists, right? So now he's here building a practice management system with a couple of young kids who I'm convinced could not spell ophthalmology if they're like but they can code whatever, and he knows whatever he needs. He's got the cash. The really exciting thing is he's got probably 400 members of his association just waiting to see if it works, because then they'll all be customers. And then we'll take it and we'll flip it this much and do it for dermatologists and whatever. So we build these platforms that then the companies can explore across the line. Okay, thank you and welcome to 1871. The name, by the way, the year of the Chicago fire, following the fire, you wouldn't ordinarily pick a tragedy. It's like, the sinking of the Lusitania. But post the fire, there was a huge rebirth of creativity, the Ferris wheel, the skyscraper. We think technology represents that kind of new opportunity for the city as well. That's where the name came from. Okay, thank you all.
Yep, thank you.
So we have two companies pitching to you today.
Hello.
Two of our most impressive companies.
How's everybody doing? Excellent. Tell me a little